All right, good evening. I certainly hope and pray that all is well. I hope that you all had a wonderful day today. We're going to make this quick. Just fixing my cards, turning them all upright. So last night, I had what would call, maybe I would call it an attempted dream infiltration. All right, so but let me explain to you what happened. So I saw somebody, a man, a big man, okay, fat, big old fat dude, big dude, tall. Well, he appeared to be tall, okay, big dude. And it's like I saw him come through. Almost like I'm trying to think of a movie. Okay, remember in was it Doctor Strange? Yeah, like I don't know. I guess when he had the time ring, right? Okay, that's what it is. Not Doctor Strange. Not Endgame. I can never Infinity War. I can always forget the name of that movie. Infinity War. At the end, when what's his name? You know the big dude. Okay. Who wanted to get rid of half the population? I can't think of his name right now. Okay, half of all life. Okay. Remember at the end when he snapped his finger and he was just like he went through the portal or whatever. Okay, like he disappeared. That's what it was like, except they came instead of going away, they came through. Okay. I saw this big man, right? And he was looking around like he didn't know what to do. And I said to myself, I remember thinking to myself as I was asleep, look at him. He don't even know what to do. He has. It's like he didn't know where he was. Okay, he didn't know what to do. But first, it was like he was trying to get. You could tell it was like he was trying to get his bearings, and then trying to understand where he was, what had just happened, how did he get where he was? What do I do? I don't even know if he got to the what do I do part. He was so busy trying to understand where he was, what happened, how did he get there, but it was kind of like an energy of, what to do next. So I remember thinking to myself again, look at him, he don't even know what to do, and I woke up. I didn't think much of it right away, and then I said to myself, oh, okay, somebody's trying to dream infiltrate. Okay, so I got my something else that I'm using for a pendulum. Okay, I've used this on here before. For those of you who are new here, what is yes? Okay. Thank you. Stop, please. What is no? Okay. Thank you. Okay. And then I'll just ask, what is maybe? Okay. This one ain't fighting like the other one was. It's going in a circle. Okay, now it's kind of not going in a circle. And now it is. But maybe for me, when I do it, it's maybe. Now, if you work with one, you ask what is yes, what is no, what is maybe, etc., before you just don't assume that what my swing is going to be yours, okay? And what is I don't know? Hold on, let me try it again. Okay. What is I don't know? This one is not, it's not giving it to me. Okay. It's trying a little bit. There we go. It's trying a little bit, but usually it's a diagonal. Okay, this one is not. It could be, I don't know, maybe the way I'm holding it or the object on the end. Okay. But mainly we're looking for yes and no. So you see yes, you see no. I don't know. All right. So I did have someone 2 nights ago doing their black magic on me. Woke up. I see it. Like I said, I see it. Okay. 2 nights ago was someone working some black magic on me. Okay. Right. Part of me wants to say, need I say who it is? But I guess for those who are regulars here, it's like, so I've named so many people. you know, it could be any one of them. Okay. But I think we know who. Was the person I called Bleeding Z? Was she the one working the magic, the black magic on me? Yes. Okay. That was 2 nights ago, not last night. Here I have 4 or 4. Thank you. Stop, please. Okay. Was she doing it alone? All right. There you have it. Okay. All right. So when I woke up, like I said initially, I didn't think anything of it too much from last night, the man that I saw. Um, then I kind of was like, okay, look, seems like he was trying to do some dream infiltration and didn't know what to do. Not anybody that looked familiar to me. Okay, but these people, specifically her, especially her. Okay, they just get anybody. You know how you be hearing readers? They read. They be talking about what they say, collecting new haters or getting new folk to hate on you, new bandwagon, more people, just any old body. Okay, anybody. Okay, all right. Was the man that I saw last night that came through, the big man, was he attempting to do dream infiltration on me? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Stop, please. Okay. Was that kind of work something that was new to him? Okay. Thank you. Stop, please. Does that man do any kind of, well, magic in the sense that we talk about it at all? No. Okay. He was obvious. He was, which I think is very dangerous. Okay. I'm not even sure he was given any real a class or anything like that to talk about what he was doing. No, just go do this. Okay, probably told that he was going to be paid. Was he told that he was going to be paid? Of course. Okay. I think it's dangerous to just go get anybody to participate in that kind of thing. Okay, especially when you've been after somebody for years and years and years and tried to kill him and all kind of stuff and blah blah blah, and nothing that you're doing is working, but yet you just keep on and you just keep on. Okay, this is the head. Now, it's not just about me. Like I said, one of her cousins said years ago that girl's head is hard as a brick, but she participated too. Okay, all right. So I think that's very dangerous to do that. But a person should have sense enough within themselves to say, no, I don't know anything about that. I'm not going to do that. It's dangerous to yourself. Because I mean, I don't know how people do that. Okay. But what if he got caught somewhere? I've been hearing these people be talking about people getting caught in the Demir magic and they caught in the astral realm and in portals and they be stuck. Okay. It's like, doing a drug for the first time. You don't know if you're gonna get immediately hooked on it. I met a man recently. I mean, they used to tell us that when I was younger. They like in the 70s and 80s, they used to warn about drugs, drugs, drugs. Stay away from drugs, drugs, drugs. How terrible they were and bad they were for you and what could happen. And that was one of the things they would talk about, how you don't know if the first time that you know, uh, try it, if you're going to be addicted. Maybe they were talking about stuff, crack, heroin, things like that. So I did meet someone a few weeks back. He told me that happened to him. He just tried crack one day, just tried it one day, and he said, I've been hooked ever since. He was like, and that was like 30 years ago. Okay. He said, I didn't know when I hit it the first time I was going to become an addict, that I was going to become addicted to it. Okay. You just be stuck somewhere in a whole nother world, in a whole nother realm. Body's still here, well, but you're just gone. Okay, just in some world realm. I remember my dad told me about how he would astral project purposely. I know sometimes we do it when we're asleep, but he did it purposely. And he got caught out somewhere in some whole other world realm. And he said he was really scared because he thought he was going to get stuck out there. Okay. But he didn't. He found his way back. All right, but anyway, and so it's dangerous for a person. Money can't just be, yeah, okay, I do it. You give me some money, I do it, or some pussy, a dick, or whatever. I mean, like it's your being, you know, that you should. This is what I'm talking about. From self-loathing to self-loving. You have to love yourself enough. No, I don't know anything about that world and that realm. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Do I need to read up on some kind of instruction? Something. Okay, what is it? Something. All right. So I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he's still out there trying to figure his way back or whatever, because I woke up. Okay. Let's just see. Did that man who I saw last night, did he get stuck out there? Okay. No. Good. Good, good, good. All right. Thank you, so please. Did he come back to himself? Good. Okay. Hopefully, whoever you are, Mr. Man, if you're watching me, you won't allow yourself to be manipulated and fooled and pulled into somebody else's issues and problems that they can't let go of, that they can't release themselves from. Okay. Because it can pose a danger to you. Now, I think we know who instructed him to do that, okay, or coerced him or manipulated or whatever. Was it the one I call Bleeding Z? Is she the one who got him to do it? Of course she did. Okay, I'm here and couldn't find nobody else. Okay, now where she met that man and all that kind of stuff, I don't know. Okay. So we're going to do a reading on it tonight. Okay. What was he supposed to come in and do? And then you go out there into somebody's dream and whatnot. See, people don't be telling you the whole story. I'm going to turn my air on for a second. Okay, and I'm sitting right by the air conditioner, so I hope y'all can hear me. Because the other night I turned it on, I listened to the video, and it was kind of loud. But I certainly hope you can hear me. But you get your ass stuck and caught out somewhere. Because somebody else's issues and problems that they can't let go of. That person does not care about you. They just want what they want. all kind of people involved, but you know, I can't blame you, the person doing that, totally, because people, you know, have a right to choose. You should choose wisely. All right. Okay, one more butterfly shuffle. And you sink further and further and further and further and further. I remember I talked about this class I took at Howard called Magic, Witchcraft, and Healing. It was one of those electives, one of them easy A electives. So a lot of people took the class. I shared with this girl about this class that I took, and that one of the key things that the professor who studied this practice had been all over the place with real spiritualists and priests and priestesses and all of that kind of thing. The key thing that she said you have to understand with any of it, and any practitioner will tell you. But see, this was in the early 90s. Okay, this was a different time. Nowadays, everybody's mind is just wild with no boundaries. Just do whatever the fuck they want to do. I'm not saying every single person, but understand that's just the general air. Like, I'm driving today, right? On the freeway. The speed limit was 60. I was going 61. A bitch drives right up on my fucking ass. I look in the mirror, I see her like right up on my fucking bumper. Doing all that like I'm supposed to speed up for your motherfucking ass, bitch. I'm not speeding up for you. She goes around and I look at her. She looking at me like I'm the problem. Just no boundaries. Mine just fucking gone. Bitch, it's a million lanes on the fucking freeway. Take your ass around if you want to speed. But you're not going to force your will onto me. You don't like this lane and you don't like being behind me doing the speed limit, then take your ass somewhere else. Go around me. What the fuck you looking at me for, bitch? There's no boundaries. None. No, there's nothing. And motherfucker, you better do what I want you to do. No, not here. You speed off. You don't care about nobody on the freeway. You don't care about nobody's life. How do I know? Because you don't give a fuck about your own. Why the fuck would you drive right up on my bumper? The fuck is wrong with your dumb ass? Are you late? That's not my fault. That's not anybody else's fault. Or you just want to be an asshole. That's still not my fault nor anybody else's fault. Just people just have no boundaries, none. And they'll again want to force their will and their actions on you. And try to force you. No, I'm not doing that for you. Okay? All right. I used to be like a fast fucking driver, man. I love to drive. When I was in New York a couple years ago, that's one thing I love, driving in motherfucking Manhattan downtown. That shit was wild. I loved every minute of it. Where the fucking lines on the street, some of them. Bitch, just get in where you fit in. I love that shit, okay? I used to drive fast. I did get a lot of speeding tickets. When I was, I got my driver's license when I was 16. But I didn't start driving until I might have been 26. I think I might have been 26 when I got my first car and I was driving. And it was right before I was, about a year before I moved to Atlanta to go to graduate school. And I didn't do no whole lot of freeway driving, but the job that I had here was downtown where they moved on the west side, which meant I had to get on the freeway. Okay. I didn't drive, when it was downtown, I didn't drive downtown. I parked my car at the Rapid Station, Windermere Rapid Station, got on the train, took me right in the public square. My job was a block away. Then it moved to the west side. And I was like, well, oh shit, I'm going to have to get on the freeway. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't been driving long, you know? So I was like, I can do this. So I did. Well, I don't even think I was, maybe like a month or 2 months later, I was going to graduate school in Atlanta. I get to Atlanta, man. And this was back then. This was, what was this? 97. I went, okay? Nothing like it is now. Still a lot of people there, but not like it is now. Okay? But everything was highway driving. And them motherfuckers, shit. Okay? Speed limit. Bitch, you just better get in where you fucking fit in. That broke my ass in real well to some highway driving, freeway driving, being in Atlanta, okay? And I loved it. Now I was a speed demon, for real. But you know what? When I did that shit, I didn't force my will on nobody else. If I felt the motherfucker was in front of me going too slow, guess what the fuck I did? When the moment came, I moved over. What you're supposed to pass on a left or whatever, moved over into the lane and returned the sender and passed that motherfucker, got back in that lane and was off, okay? I love some fucking driving. Okay, love it. Right? I mean, I ain't as crazy about it as I used to be. I don't drive like that anymore cuz I'm 53. When somebody tell me, they was like, yeah, you get sense when you get older. Okay, you fear, you have the necessary fears when you get older. You don't have that shit when you're younger. All right, but any fucking way. All right. So it's just a problem, I feel like, in our world right now. Just do what, I won't say no limitations. I want just no boundaries. Okay. I'm trying to force your will on somebody else. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, so let's read this. Hold on, let me shuffle these cards some more. Okay, return the sender on your fuck ass. Okay, one more shuffle here. Okay. And I already done seen the energy of somebody in here trying to get in here. Okay. People don't believe fat meetings read. They don't believe you when you tell them. They just keep trying, keep trying. Okay. All right. All right. Nine of Pentacles, upright. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands, upright. Two of Cups in reverse. Oh. Wanting to be or trying to be independent, trying to carry her weight. Okay. Yeah. You're trying to carry your weight. Okay. I'm hearing something about fear of the unknown. You don't know what's coming next. You don't know what's up next or what's down the road or what's coming your way. Okay. So you have a lot of fears. You're walking in fear, I'm hearing. Okay. You don't have the money you need, or at least you think you need, okay, the necessary funds to do what it is you want to do. Okay. Join the rest of fucking America. Goddamn. Or for the fucking earth. You want some fucking money? You go work for that shit. Find yourself and find what works for you. Okay, and quit trying to drain people dry and bleed them dry, namely me. Okay. You don't think that your skills are a good fit. Now, this is, what it is. Okay, you don't think that your skills are a good fit. Okay, you were not able here to bring me down and take me down, yet I'm hearing the word compilation. I don't know why. Okay, yet you still want to try to do that work. Okay, and you're not going to be able to. You have no justification for it either. None. I don't give a fuck what crazy ass Brown Joe Bellamy said or what bullshit lies you all made up about me here. In no motherfucking where else. Okay. All right. I'm going to stand in my power regardless. And what is that? In me. See, people with this, I'm more powerful than... No, you ain't no more powerful than no fucking body in their world, in their realm. The only place you more powerful than a person is in your lane, in your world, in your realm, in your you. Okay. I am more powerful than you and your you. All that shit. That Western uh, supremacist, white supremacist, brainwashing bullshit. I'm better than the next person. I'm more superior to them and I'm more powerful. No, you're not. In no way, fucking shape or form. The only place the most powerful is in your own self and in your own being. Once you go up out of that, then you fucked. Period. That's where you're the most powerful. But see, people be so jealous and so hateful and so envious and all of that kind of stuff, even with the teaching they can't hear. Because it didn't come from them. Because they're so jealous. Now, whoever this bad is, okay, this is not, I got the feeling, I'm like, what is this just some motherfucker that the bitch found on the street or some shit? Or ran into in some bar club or some shit like that? Who the fuck is this? This man looks like, well, this man looks like he barely can, well, I can't say can, or won't even really take care of himself. He don't have no fucking clue. All he saw, all it was him looking just as puzzled as the day is long in the fucking dark. Just any old body. Not your friend. He could care less. About you, about what you've been through, about what you got going on, about who you are, about where you stand. He don't give a fuck about none of that shit. There's one thing he give a fuck about. Hold on. The Wheel in reverse. Princess of Cups upright. Four Swords in reverse. The Justice card upright. Okay. It's like you don't see any fortune, nor any beauty, nor anything positive, or I'm hearing like up, not so much uprising. I'm hearing uptaking, but anything elevating, okay, and being who you are. You don't see the power in it. It's like a 10-year-old or a child thinking that they are a grown woman or an adult. Now, that's not, for people that are watching, that's not a put down. Okay, let me explain it like this. For those of you who aren't aware, I went on a journey one time, one of my mushroom journeys, and I had taken quite a bit. I think about 13 grams. I told you I did this under Kalindi E, so you all can research who that is if you don't know. He's right here on YouTube. He's deceased now, but okay, for spiritual purposes, not for your party purposes. Not any strain and all of that kind of shit. Okay, just for party time and to be high. That's what that was not it. This girl Bleeding Z, you watching or you gonna watch, was there with me that night. I had crushed it, blended it in oranges because them shits, they're nasty. And the lady who I kind of mentored under, I did a video about her, Kai. She was like, if you do something in the orange juice can make it more potent. I didn't give a damn because the shit was nasty. Boy, was that a wild ass fucking night. Okay, and she was there with me that night. I have not talked about that night. Okay, I didn't even tell her everything that happened to me that night. Okay, I honestly didn't think I was coming back. I didn't. Okay, but I did. Okay, and them shits had been calling me ever since then. I was like, hell no. I've had more than enough. Okay, but anyway, so she was with me in my room, and I looked at her. I was in a whole nother realm, another space, another time. Y'all know how that goes for those who have an understanding. Okay, ventured, and I'm talking about heavy doses. I'm not talking about a couple of grams here and a few grams there. And what is it? Terrence McKenna, I think it's him, said 5 grams was a heroic dosage. And you study under Kalinda E. You start at 5 grams, and I'll. Well, anyway, that'll be a whole nother video when I'm ready to talk about it freely and publicly. I looked at this girl and I said, you know, you are my child. You're my daughter. I don't know. And she probably told y'all who she lied to, the opposite. Okay. And I said, I don't know who that woman is that brought you here. Okay. It's very unfortunate that she had to sit up under her. Okay. But that's her path for whatever reason. That's your path for whatever reason. And I looked and I said, you're my child. You're my daughter. And I said, you have a permanent crown etched right here in the center of your forehead. I saw it. It was like not sitting there like something outside of her. It was a part of her being. And it was right here. It was beautiful. I don't know if I described it to her. I think I tried my best. And then I said, you know what? You are a perpetual child. You are forever young. That was not said, and I explained it to her, that was not said in the way that people say it here negatively. Like I would call crazy ass Breonna Joe Bellum, you just a fucking immature idiot. No. You forever this. See? The Princess of Cups and her youth and her beauty and all the butterflies and all of that kind of stuff. That's what it was that I saw. Not you're immature. Now, I'm not talking about the who that walks this material plane in that sense. That's not where I was. No, I'm telling you your true self. This is who I am seeing. The true you. You are... you know, you are youth. This girl still, I don't know about now, she would put hearts for her dots on her eyes. You know, most people would look at that and be like, oh my God, just grow up. Okay. No, it is the eternal youth that you are. You are eternally and forever youthful. That's a beautiful fucking thing. Explore that shit. What does that mean? Now, she didn't look at me with no anger and disdain and like that. She was like, you know, okay. Like she was absorbing it. Explore that. Who are you? You are an eternal, youthful soul. But that ain't good enough for you. There's nothing I can do about that, honey. Okay. But one thing I can tell you, what you trying to do over here with me, it ain't gonna be. I don't know who that woman is, like I said to her that night that brought you here. I don't know who she is or what she is. I was watching a video tonight where this woman called the police on her daughter, 23-year-old daughter. And the girl, it didn't seem like a major issue they had. It was somewhat of a major issue, but the girl was like, listen, she's trying to take the phone from her mother. She said, I am tired of her calling uh, the hospital people decide that, you know, to come get me. She said they keep sticking me with needles and putting all kind of stuff in me and blah blah blah. She said that's why I was trying to take the phone from her. I don't want her calling them on me. Now when you really listen to it, the video, and you're looking at the comments, it was just clear. It was clear that the mother was this girl's problem. I looked at it, I said, this is the mother that's the problem. It's clear there. So I said, well, let me look at what other people, what they had to say about it. Let me look at the comments. It was clear. Everybody was like, this is not this kid, this girl, it's this her mother. And I said, you know, it's a damn shame that we have mothers out here who do this to their children, do this to their girls. This battle, spiritual battle, war battle, not even so much battle with them, but you set out to destroy your girls. And the girl was just they took her to jail. She hadn't done anything, you know, really. And it's like she just did not want to stop locking me up and locking me away. It's like she had no control over her own being. And I said, that's this shit. People be talking about how these families and whatnot be involved in targeting these young people or people, period. You know, their family members, and saying they're crazy. And here go the diagnosis. And you know, we don't know if that woman in that video, if that woman, the mother, was paid to do that, or if she just had a hatred for the girl, or just wanted to see her fucked up. And all that shit on her record, and she's 23, and that shit gonna follow her the rest of her days. She calling all of her friends and whatnot, telling them that, oh, she's on medication, she's crazy, this, that, and no, bitch, you're crazy. You're crazy to do that to your daughter, having all this power and control over her being. It's unfortunate that the girl was in a position where she was even living with her, because apparently she had been living somewhere else, and the police was like, well, if you know it's a problem, why are you living here? She said, I was living somewhere else, but she keeps calling. But that's when it comes in, the police, and I agree. Who cares what if she's really your problem? If she's doing this to you, yeah, she's calling you to come back. If the mother is actually torturing her on purpose, yeah, she's calling you to come back so she can keep torturing your fucking ass and keep putting you in a position where you could barely live a fucking life. And got all the power and control to be able to call these hospitals or whatever hospital it was for them to keep coming out, taking you out for the slightest little thing and pumping you up with all kind of shit. You're goddamn right she wants you to come back. She having a fucking field day doing that shit to your ass. Leave and don't go back. Okay. This is not even something that apparently you can't, I'm back to the read now. You can even, or you have not taken the time to explore what did she mean? Who and what am I? But see, it's so much damage that had been done before I even met this girl. Okay, in her teenage years. And that I don't know anything about. But that's what needs to be done if you want some fairness and justice brought to your life, not fucking around with me. King of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles upright. The High Priestess upright. Not fucking around over here. Sending people with all the magic and all of that kind of stuff constantly over and over and over again. trying to be me and lying about me and all of this shit all over the fucking time. You know, I talked about this before. I'm gonna say it again. I used to watch this man on YouTube years ago. I can't even tell you what his name is. Black guy who talked about how he had been abducted, had abduction experience ever since he was a child. You know, alien abduction. And I think I shared a video on here. There's a channel on here that just talks about alien abductions where they were they had did a video where there were black people talking about it, you know, their experiences, which I was like, when I saw that on my feed, I was like, yeah, because you don't really typically hear that too much, okay? But anyway, he said that he was taken to somewhere where there was a space, and he said it was just like love. It was just love. He went in space, and he said it felt really good, and, you know, really blissful, and all of that type of shit at first. At first. And then it just was so powerful, you know, and so overwhelming. He said he felt like he was about, you know, like it could kill you. And he was like, he ran up out of there. I am coming to the realization that in this space, you know, I came here naive than a motherfucker. Okay. Just bright-eyed. Just happy. Nobody don't want to see you. I ain't gonna say nobody. People have an issue when you're happy, when you smile, when you're giddy, when you're loving. What the fuck kind of space is this? Or what happened to this space? You know what I'm saying? You know, you hear about these people who when love is there, people claim they want it and all of that kind of thing. Thank you for those who are watching and supporting. I appreciate your support. But we'll do everything to destroy it. Like I said, the one guy I did that talked about the egg said to me one time, your love is too powerful. And I thought about that after I did the video. No, it's not that my love is too powerful. It's that love for you is too powerful. You know. Love, you know, they say it's the highest vibration. But it's a dangerous motherfucking thing when people ain't never had it. Or they feel it for the first time and it's genuine and pure. Because mine is genuine and pure. It don't matter what nobody, all the lies. No matter. I know who I am. I know what I am. And I know why. That's partially why some people have done it or started campaigns. You know, people don't want truth. Itching ears. The manual tells us this is what they want. They want things that will make them feel good. And sometimes, for whatever reason, for people, love does not. I don't understand it. What do they say? The two hardest things for people to say is, I love you and I'm sorry. Why? Why? I don't understand that. I personally do not. Because if I'm wrong about something, I'll say I'm wrong. I've said on here sometimes, some people, if I'm going off on them, I think they throwing shade at me. Well, hell, if I'm wrong, you know, I'm sorry. Shit, fuck it. I apologize. Unless I don't want to apologize to you, depending on who you are and what you've done. Okay. But I'm emotionally mature enough to say that as well. Now, this ain't no thing of me saying I'm better than everybody and all that kind of stuff. I'm just saying this is my experience and this is who I am. And I'm going to say who I am. I ain't going to let nobody else sit up there and tell the world who I am. Fuck you. You don't know who I am. But I know who I am. Love, you know. That's, if I the one dude got involved, I see your compound over there is gone or whatnot. You see, like I said, I'm not sitting here laughing at you. This is too bad. It's a goddamn shame. If it's karma on your fucking ass, then that's what it is. That's what you fucking deserve. But it's too bad for you. That should not be the case. It shouldn't. You usually have them little things all over town. This compound number 1, compound number 2, compound number 3. In Cleveland Heights, Mayfield Heights, Shaker Heights, over there on the west side. I mean, just fucking everywhere. Then all throughout the state. Before you know it, all throughout the fucking country. I'm not gonna fucking laugh at you. That's what you deserve. You should put out there. And whoever the fuck else. But I'm saying all that to say, like, a person really loves you. It's sad for people like myself who do give genuine support and genuine love. I keep seeing something flying through my, I don't know if you guys see it. Genuine love and genuine support. Genuine care. Pure. I'm not saying I haven't made mistakes. I have. One thing I haven't done is just set out to hurt anyone maliciously. I'm sure I have hurt people, but nothing malicious. Like, I'm just going to do this bitch. No, it's not who I am. And ain't nobody on here or nowhere else the fuck gonna tell me who I am. I've lived my life in my body, in my mind, in my skin. So you get a person who actually shows you genuine care and love. Okay, made my mistakes in that relationship just like any other. Been dumb and stupid. And it's one thing I don't deserve, but I can tell you, whatever you're looking to do to me, it's not going to be done. Okay. This man ain't got a dime to give you, whoever he is. And you're asking him to do things here to me. He don't know me for shit. Let me see. I don't know who this motherfucker is. I didn't recognize his face. Okay. Whoever that man was that came through last night? Yeah. Does he know me personally? No. I don't know him. This man don't have anything to give you. Not help, not love, not care, not affection, not the money you're looking for, nothing. Seven of Cups. Six of Wands. Okay. King of Swords. But the sad thing is, whatever this fantasy world that you have delved into, that you're stuck in, because you are. Like that, like I said earlier, people talk about people get stuck playing around in this shit, in this magic and whatnot, trying to do evil to people and whatnot, especially people who have not harmed them, especially if it's people that have loved them and cared for them, and then they get trapped. Because it seems like your soul or something is gone. Definitely your mind. And you're stuck there, fixated. You know, they talk about these signs, fixated signs, mutable signs. I can't remember the other word right now. I don't care what sign you were born under, what zodiac sign you're born under. That does not have to be the totality of your being. It's like the signs are not to label you and put you in a box and say that that's who you are, you this sign, and that's who you get. There's so much more to us than that. You know, we got them zodiac signs, we got a whole fucking chart, okay? And then you have the genes of genetic structure of your mother, your father, okay, coming together. And then you got all kinds you circumstances that you live in, that you're born in. So many things make us up. Not just one thing. Well, my sign says, I don't give a fuck what your sign says. So what? They talk about the low vibrational this sign or this, that, and the other. If there's things about you that some characteristics of that sign that are a part of you, but they're problematic. That doesn't mean to you. I would think that what you're supposed to do is you take that energy and make it uh, work for you, not against you. Okay. Now I don't know if your sign is a fixated sign or not, but there is a fixation on living in some kind of this, wanting to be seen as this, you know. Now it's just not a matter of victorious in terms of the Six of Wands, but sitting on some kind of throne for the world to see, and I assume that in some way, shape, or form you think that is perfection, or people will admire you and people will love you. That's when you got to worry the most about how people really feel about you, okay, as opposed to this, who you are, okay, and it's not a bad thing. Okay. Well, the leadership or the whatever it is that you're looking for. Where did I put it? I put the card up. Hold on. It's sad when people will forsake themselves, thinking that something else is better when they haven't gone into the fullness of their own being to see that who and what they already are, what it is that they want. This here, that it is that you want. This look, this effect, some kind of fantasy may already be right here. It's not for you to throw this away and say, I'm going to be that her or whoever, anybody outside herself, so that I can be seen as this, because this is how I see this person and this is how I think other people see this person. So I'm going to throw this away and try to be this because I want to be seen as this. Absolutely not. The victory that it is that you seek and whatever it is that you feel that you want to be, or that you feel is within you to be, to be seen as this, is right fucking here. That's where the victory is, in being yourself and being you. It's not in trying to tear me down because you tired of, you see me as this, and you think other people see me as this, and some do, many do. Because I am this. I'm going to always be this. I'm going to be in me. I'm going to be victorious. And I'll say that to say everybody can be that. But you have to be in your being, not someone else's. And it damn sure ain't going to come from trying to destroy someone. Because what's going to come from trying to destroy someone is this. Failure. And then, hell, goddamn, hopefully it's not too late that the true you is not gone. That's how that works. Because the more you keep trying to tear me down, destroy me, and sending weirdos that you meet and God knows where and all of this kind of stuff, and read the notebook that you wrote up on me and blah, 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 this, that, and the other, the more you do that and sending unjustified shit my way and try to tear me down, all you building on yourself is reaping. You about to reap what you have sown. See, that's like basic spirituality 101. That's part of the 101 course. You're about to reap what you've sown. What you put out is going to come back to you. This man, whoever this man is, don't know shit. He don't have shit. He don't know shit. He can't do nothing for you. And this is who and what he is. And if you're not careful, this motherfucker, it will tie you down. Okay, and you'll be his little puppet. Okay, he don't have a brain in his head, sir. If you're watching, oh well, you should leave people alone. Okay, this man don't have a brain in his head to do anything for you. You need to be guarded against this person. Okay. I don't think this man has any structure in his life, none. Okay. I don't know if he has children. He does. I don't know if he's got 4 children, but what he's going to do to you. See, you keep on at me, and you keep on at me, and you keep on at me. You just grabbing anybody you can, anybody off the street or whoever these people are that you meet. And you keep on and you keep on. And what this man is going to bring to your, whoever this is. See, that, you know, after a while, okay, you know, you be turned over to a reprobate mind, and like some of the readers say, you know, the universe, God be like, okay, fuck it, I'm sick of this shit now. Okay, we done told the bitch to stop, and she keep on going over and over again, fixated. Okay, trying to destroy somebody and kill somebody and murder them and their being and take everything from them, so on and so forth, and then got us in the right one to you. That's okay. That's who you're gonna get to help you now. Go for it. The only thing this man is going to bring to your life is destruction. Nothing. Nothingness. You'll be in a world and realm of nothing. Okay. Queen of Wands, Leo energy. Ain't that you? All the way in fucking reverse. Okay. There, you don't know who you are now. You damn sure won't know shit then. Okay. He'll grow you up real fast because you refuse to mature. I'm not talking about eternal youthful energy. I'm talking about maturity. Okay. Hold on. And you better be careful. Hold on. Okay. See, this man got a background. He does things that you don't know shit about. He might be a pimp. And he might just need one more person, okay, to help him relieve some of the burdens off his fucking back. Okay. Looking to expand his business. And he will not see you as anything special. Okay. Just gonna put you with the rest. Go to work. Especially if you're promising people money and stuff, and you're not delivering, you're gonna promise the wrong one some money. And because you don't want to be rejected, you have this fantasy of being accepted by any and everybody. Okay, this man will make promises to you. Okay, that he will not fulfill. He has no intention to fulfill them. Some nasty people out there. Okay, real nasty and foul. And because he's made promises to you, he will have made promises to you. Either he will have made some kind of promises to you, or well, I think he will have made some promises to you before he show you who and what he really is and what he's going to do to you. And will be pissed because you didn't give him what you said you was going to give him, some money that he's not going to receive from you for bothering me. And then when the truth come out, that motherfucker will put you to work. And you've already been in many dangerous situations that I'm aware of, the ones that I know about. I'm sure it's been a whole lot more than that. You won't be targeting nobody after that. I mean, he might even try to romance you, know, all that. Weaken you, target you, try to make you think that you're something beautiful and something special, what pimps do. Okay, to pull you in. And before you know it, you're doing some shit like, what the fuck is this? Now, I don't doubt, and I don't, that maybe this has, you have been down that road before, okay? But you're going to go down it again, but you're going to go down it with the wrong motherfucker. Okay. And you can tell the motherfucker keep coming at us right here. After me if you want to get you some money. This is where you headed. Tell him he's going to get him some money. That's where you headed. Okay. That's enough of that. Now, really, nothing happened because he didn't know what the fuck he was at and what the fuck he was doing. He was lost. It's not hurting me. It's unfortunate for you. You have not learned lessons, life lessons. And the shit you've been through and the shit you've done to yourself and to others, I just don't understand how you refuse to learn. All right, I'm going to bed. You all have favor. Peace.